Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I am going to do kind of a VR, kind of a shout out, and kind of a continuation of my previous video where I kind of showed some of the toys and stuff I picked up for my buddy. I remember, I don't know if you saw it, but I bought a big, well, a big collection, big enough to fill up the trunk of my little car, and then fill up half the back seat. Um, yeah, my kid wasn't happy about the drive home because he had to share the back seat because he's an only child and doesn't know that you stay on this side and you stay on that side. And if one of you crosses the middle on this line, we're going to pull over right now. He's never experienced any of that. And when I've told him those stories about sharing, he thinks they're funny. Like, that didn't happen in real life. It did. They're called road trips. And sometimes you have to make unscheduled stops because you're being a jerk. Anyway, so I digress. Um, I do my best to watch all of my subs and comment and thumbs up, give everybody that like, and watch everything open to close. I've said it before because it's true. That's what I do. I think we're growing as a community, and if we're not really watching each other's videos, then we're really not growing as a community. So I know some of us would like to make YouTube a thing for them, and get to that next level and maybe make some income. Some of us just enjoy going out and doing fun things. And hopefully, in my case, I'll be able to do both. I don't know, at some point. I don't know. My kiddo is the one who's really pushed the YouTube thing. We've been making YouTube videos for years and years and years because when he was a little kid, he saw other little kids playing with games and stuff. And he's like, Daddy, I really want to do that. I'm like, cool, we can do that. We can figure that out. So we used to make toy videos. And that's why if you saw like my little welcome to our page thing, it says we used to be called the Bucket Full of Toys. Because that's what we did when he was younger. And we play with toys. And he got into Pokemon, so it kind of turned into a toys and a Pokemon, or a poise. Sorry. And it's just kind of progressed. So he got older, his focus changed, and like November last year, he's like, Daddy, I think I want to do this. I want to try a lot harder. And if you know me, I really try to encourage him to be successful in anything he tries to do. So I have been putting in a lot of work to try to help him be successful in helping him reach his goal. Sorry, I digress. I had to shorten that up. I was going on a tangent. Nobody wants to listen to that. So back to the actual subject in hand. Yesterday or the day before, I was watching Cats Fan Comic Man, and he was doing a mail day video, and that's always cool to see who in the community is sending stuff around, winning stuff, and just racks and all that good stuff. That's fun to watch, and then you also get to learn about the people that you're watching that you may not have been watching as long, and what they collect and what they get excited about. So it's kind of fun to see people get excited. It's kind of like Christmas morning. So for me, it's like Christmas morning all year round. So I was watching Cats Fan, and he was doing a mail day from Trev the Shipping Guru. Both are great guys, and but I'm going to focus on Cat Fan for a minute. Cat Fan, if you haven't checked out his video, he does basically daily videos. I mean, pretty close to it, where he does a comic book and he'll do a review of that comic book, but he always pairs it with an action figure of some sort. So that's kind of cool. So you get to see an action figure, you get to see the character in print format. It's like a 3D and a 2D, and then he'll go through the character and the development of the story in that book. Sometimes the character as a whole, but I really thought it was cool. So one of the things that Trev sent to CatFan was some comic books. I was like, oh, that's cool. I like to see new comic books. I was like, oh, that's a good looking one. And oh, I like that cover. And oh, I haven't heard that one before. But one of them was Fantastic Four. Who doesn't love Fantastic Four? This one was a Fantastic Four 296 specifically. And that's when I saw it, I'm like, oh, I've never seen that book before because I didn't follow that arc of the story. And it's an older book. But I know why, or it made me think of something that I picked up in that giant trunk full of stuff from my buddy that I bought. Because I showed off some of it, and there's a lot more to show off. But I thought Cat Fan might get a kick out of what I have to show you. So here it is, the big reveal. The reason I've been rambling. So, number one is this, the Thing 2 in civilian gear. So check this out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Fantastic Four 296. I'll back up and I'll put it like right here. You may not even see my hand. So you can see why I thought about it. And this is really cool. So this came out in 97. It's Toy Biz. Marvel Universe. And this was one of the million things that I picked up from my friend when he was moving. But wait, there's more. Because also, I have this one. Now you're like, well, that's weird. They're basically the same. But they have different packaging. They're both from Toy Biz. They're both from 1997. They look, I mean, the same graphics and everything. Now, I will show you what's really weird about this one. You see, it's the exact same graphic, hat, glasses, jacket, right? We look at the front, they have the exact same little cloak. They got different signage, same little glasses, but this one is missing the hat. Weird, right? I've looked and looked and looked inside of it, and it is nowhere to be found. There is no hat. This is factory sealed. They made it. It even has the hat little indentation where it's supposed to be. The picture shows the hat is supposed to go on the head, but this one was packaged without the hat. It's supposed to be that one. And I thought, one, it's really interesting that they did that. And two, it really irritates me that they did that. So I haven't looked at any more of these amazing heroes and wonder if the whole line is missing that. Like maybe it was just a problem with production. Like maybe this one went first and this one went second or vice versa. But it is, I mean, it's the exact same character. He's got cross-eyed and everything. So I just thought Cat Fan would get a kick out of that. And maybe he didn't know that these even existed, but they do. So there you go. Fantastic Four. And this one is, they're both called The Thing 2. They both say, okay, no, so this is interesting. This one says Thing 2 in undercover disguise. And this one is in civilian gear. So I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, that was it. So I appreciate you sticking around and listening to my rants. It's really just a way to highlight some cool channels. Go check out Trev. Go check out Cat Fan. They're both really cool, and they are great members of the community. And as always, thanks for spending the time to check out my little channel. And thank you so much. Like, subscribe.